Welcome back to Intuitive Moves. My name is Lana and I'll be guiding you through your express flow today. You don't need anything, a mat if you have one, otherwise find some space and let's get moving. Get started in a kneeling position today. You can come into toe pose, so tucking your toes underneath, finding a nice sensation, or maybe just untucking and letting your hips sink down onto your heels. Hands are on your thighs. Let's just gently close down your eyes or soften your gaze. Just start to bring your awareness inward. With every exhale, let go of anything you might be holding on to that's not serving you on your mat today. Maybe that's physically allowing your muscles to relax. Maybe it's mentally letting go of any thought patterns, or emotionally. Just giving yourself permission to arrive with your breath and your mat. And let's gently take control of that breath. On your inhale, filling your belly, followed by your ribs, and lastly your chest. And as you exhale, your chest falls. Ribs hug in, belly button draws to spine. Inhale, belly rises, ribs expand, collarbones lift, and exhale, collarbones fall. Ribs hug in, belly button draws to spine. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Keep this going at your own pace, filling all three chambers of your lungs from the bottom to the top, and then exhaling from the top to the bottom, exploring your full yogic breath. And you can use this breath as your point of focus, your point of truth as we make our way through our practice today. Maybe you ever feel yourself losing control of the breath, knowing you can come back to a resting pose, or just simply backing out of the pose. Maybe you'd like to set an intention for today's practice, whatever that looks like for you today. And when you're ready, gently blinking open your eyes. Let's find some gentle wrist circles. One way and then the other way. Let's bring those hands out in front of you. Flick your fingers away, adding a little bit of tension through those forearms. Let's take those hands up over your head. Keep that flicking going and then out to the side. Back up to the sky and back to the front. We'll do that 2 more times, flicking up and out, starting to feel the burn in your forearms. Up and to the front. Last time, keep it going, you've got this. Out to the side, up to the sky, and back to the front. Really nice. Shake those arms out. Let's rock forward to a 4-point kneeling. We'll find our cat-cows. Gently dropping your belly, opening out your chest. Look to the sky on your inhale. And exhale to round out through your spine. Look to your belly button. Inhale to drop your belly, open out your chest. And exhale to round out through your spine. Keep this going with your breath. And as always, you're welcome to find some barrel rolls, bringing your chest up and around, wagging your tail, rocking your weight forward and back, whatever feels nice. Start to move intuitively. This is your practice. It doesn't matter what it looks like, as long as it feels nice in your body. Let's stay here for another 2 breaths. And on your next exhale, we'll gently find our way back to center. Tucking your toes, press your hips to the sky for a downward facing dog. Let's pedal out the feet here, bending one knee at a time. Maybe dropping one knee in front of the other. Or maybe you'd like to take those feet nice and wide and pulse your chest towards your thighs. Really finding a nice release through your shoulders. Let's explore here for 2 more breaths. And on your next exhale, we'll find stillness here. Inhale as you look to your fingers and take little baby steps all the way to your hands. See if you can keep your legs straight for as long as possible. And as you arrive, heel toe your feet nice and wide for a ragdoll. Letting your head hang loose, holding onto opposite elbows. Bending your knees as much as you need. Maybe you find a gentle sway. With every exhale, see if you can let the crown of your head get a little bit heavier. Let go of any tension through the upper body. We'll stay here for one more inhale. Exhale as you gently release your hands to the ground. Tuck your pelvis, roll up through each vertebrae, all the way to stand. As you arrive at the top, 2 big shoulder rolls. Shoulders come up, back, and down. One more. Shoulders come all the way up, back, and down. Inhale as you reach your hands up overhead for a tall mountain. Let's grow a little bit taller with the right hand. Hold on to it with your left wrist. Hold on to it with your left hand. And let's find a side body stretch, taking the eye gaze up under the top bicep. 2 breaths here. One more inhale. And exhale to come back to center. Let's grow tall with the left hand. Hold onto your wrist and exhale to take it over to the right. Eye gaze goes under that top bicep. We're here for 2 breaths. One more big inhale and exhale to gently come back to center. Taking an inhale as we bring the palms together and exhale, forward fold, swan dive all the way down to your thighs. Hold onto your ankles and think of pulling your chest down towards your knees. Let your head hang loose. Inhale to find a halfway lift and hold. We're looking for a nice long line from the crown of your head all the way down to your tailbone, like you're a table. If you've got your favorite drink on your back and you don't want it to fall off. We hold here for an inhale and exhale to step back to a high plank position. Shift your weight forward so your shoulders come beyond your wrists. An option to lower your knees down to the ground here. 4 chaturanga push-ups. As you inhale, chest goes forward, shoulders go towards the front of your mat. Stop at 90 degrees and exhale to press back up. Really nice. Let's do 3 more. Inhale to lower. Exhale to press. Inhale to lower. Exhale to press. Last one. Inhale to hold. Inhale to lower and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Pressing all the way up. Inhale to lower all the way down to your mat. Hands are next to your lower ribs. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your head and chest up off the ground. Baby cobra. Think of being nice and active all the way down your posterior chain. Elbows hug together. Shoulders down to your hip bones. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your knees, and press the tops of your feet into the ground. We hold here for 1 more inhale. And exhale to gently release. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, upward facing dog. Press into your hands. Can you lift your thighs off the ground? But we're still active through the posterior chain, all the way down to your toes. Shoulders are away from ears. Chest is proud. We hold for 1 more inhale. And exhale, maybe you drop back onto your knees, or maybe you press your hips all the way up and back for our downward facing dog. Let's check in with our alignment here. All 10 fingers are nice and wide. We're pressing down through all of the finger mounds, especially that pointer finger. Can you corkscrew your hands into the mat so your elbow creases go towards the front of the mat? Think of pressing your nipples to your knees. Open your tailbone to the sky and actively press your heels to the ground. It's okay if they don't touch, and it's okay if your knees are bent. We hold for an inhale and an exhale. Inhale to rise up on your toes, big bend. Exhale, step up or walk to the front of your mat. Forward fold, hug it in tight. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Circle your hands to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart space. Samasthiti. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale to reach tall. And exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back. High to low plank, chaturanga. Stop at 90 degrees on your inhale, your choice of back bend. And on your exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. In and out through your nose, finding that victorious breath, your ujjayi breath, if that's in your practice. 1 more inhale and exhale. Inhale to rise up on your toes, big bend. Exhale, step hop or float to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, tall mountain, circle your hands. And exhale, hands to your heart space, Samasthiti. Let's bring those big toes together. Heels are slightly apart and arms sweep down and up to find a chair pose. Think of pressing your thumbs to the back of your mat. Chest is proud, belly button is in, and we sink those hips nice and low. We're here for 3 breaths, in and out through your nose. 2 more. 1 more inhale. And exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. And exhale, hands to the floor. Step your left leg to the back of your mat. Drop that left heel to the ground and exhale, warrior two. Arms will mill up and over. Eye gaze goes over the front middle finger. Without moving your legs, hug your heels together. Nice and strong. Keep that drishti somewhere over the front middle finger. We hold for another inhale. And exhale. Inhale, right elbow meets right knee, left hand bowls all the way down and up to find an extended side angle. Eye gaze goes under that top bicep. 2 breaths. Really think of pulling out of this supporting shoulder. We're not dumping into it. 1 more inhale. And exhale, legs stay where they are, reverse your warrior. Right hand goes to the sky. Left hand is down your back thigh. We're keeping that bend in the front leg. We hold for another inhale. And exhale, both hands windmill down to the ground. Step your right foot to meet your left. Option to keep it floating off the mat for a 3-leg chaturanga. As we lower down, stop halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. 1 more big inhale. And exhale. Inhale to rise up on your toes, big bend. Exhale, step up or walk, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. And exhale to fold. Inhale, tall mountain, circle your hands. And exhale, hands to your heart space. You stay where you are, I'll change sides. Let's go for the other side. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right leg steps to the back of the mat. Drop your heel to the ground. Exhale, warrior two. Arms will mill up and over. Hug your heels together. Find your drishti somewhere over that front middle finger. Keep that breath flowing. Let's go for another inhale. And exhale. Inhale, left elbow, left knee. Right hand bowls all the way down and up for an extended side angle. Eye gaze goes under that top bicep. And really think of lifting away from the left shoulder. Let's stay here for 2 breaths. 1 more inhale. Exhale, keep your legs where they are. Reverse warrior, left hand to the sky, right hand down your back thigh. Keeping the bend in your front leg. 2 breaths. 1 more big inhale. Exhale, both hands windmill all the way down to the ground. Left leg to the back of the mat. Option to keep it floating for a 3-leg chaturanga, lowering down halfway. Inhale, halfway lift. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Let's find our breath here. Here for 3 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale to rise up on your toes. Walk your feet all the way to your hands. Place them on the outside of your pinkies and we'll find the Asana, sinking your hips down to the ground. It's okay if your heels aren't on the floor. And if you need to place a block or a cushion underneath your hips, go for it. Elbows are on the inside of your knees, hands pressed down to your heart space. Think of pressing your knees to the back of the mat, growing nice and tall through the crown of your head. We're here for 5 breaths, so try to get comfortable in the uncomfortable. Try to stay active through the legs, grow tall through the spine. We have 3 more breaths. One more inhale. And exhale as you gently blink open your eyes. Catch yourself behind you. We'll have a lie down on the mat. Bring your feet nice and close to your bum. Hands are by your side. Take an inhale to prepare and exhale to lift your hips up to the sky for a bridge pose. Option to stay here. Option to walk your fingers together, interlace them, and bring your shoulder blades together so we're pressing the chest to the back of the mat and your hips to the sky. You should feel a nice opening right through the front of your body. Really active through those glutes, through your butt cheeks. Try to keep your knees facing the front of your mat. Maybe you close down your eyes here. We're here for 3 more breaths. One more inhale. And exhale, gently release your hands and roll down as slow as you can, one vertebrae at a time. Let's find a counter bend. So we have two options for this one. We have waterfall, letting your feet float up to the sky. Maybe you place a cushion or a block underneath your hips. Or if you'd like a little bit more, we'll go for a shoulder stand. So rocking your knees over your chest and press your hips to the sky. Using your hands to support your lower back. Walk them down your spine. And when you're ready, extend your toes to the sky. So you're one big long line like a candle. Your breath is still flowing nicely. Active through the glutes to get your hips over your shoulders. Option to stay here if you want a little bit more, maybe extending your feet over your head. If your toes touch the ground, maybe you have a little play, pressing the weight into your heels. Maybe you prefer to point your toes, or maybe bending your knees. Whatever feels nice here. Wherever you are, we hold for another inhale. And on your exhale, as slow and as controlled as you can, gently roll all the way down to your mat. Really controlling that last little bit of the roll. When you're ready, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big cuddle as we start to slow down our practice here. Right leg extends long, left knee is into the chest. Hold for an inhale and exhale, supine twist, take the leg over to the right hand side. Left hand extends long, maybe your eye gaze follows. 2 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale as you gently roll into your back. Readjust your spine. We'll come into the other side. Right knee hugs into your chest. Left leg goes long. Hold onto the knee with your left hand. Exhale over to the left hand side. Right hand extends along. Maybe your eye gaze follows. 2 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale to gently roll onto your back. Happy baby. Once your spine is realigned, kick your feet up to the sky. Hold behind your knees, your ankles, your feet, or maybe your big toes as you draw the knees down to your armpits and think of pressing your tailbone down to the ground. Maybe you stay static. Maybe you rock side to side, kicking your feet into your hands, maybe straightening one leg, the other leg, both legs, whatever feels good. Last 2 breaths to explore here. One more inhale. And exhale to release your legs long on your mat. Take up as much space as you would like to here. Take any little fidgets, any little movements you need as we arrive in our final resting pose, Shavasana. Scanning through your body one more time. Noticing how you feel. Maybe reflecting on your practice. Was there anything that came up? Was there anything you learned about yourself, learned about yoga? And when you're ready, we'll find stillness for 5 breaths. Maybe coming back to that yogic breath we explored at the beginning of practice. Inhaling through all 3 chambers of your lungs and exhaling from the top to the bottom. And as always, feel free to hang out here for as long as you need. And when you're ready to get back to it, slowly introducing some little movements, maybe finding a full body stretch, maybe hugging your knees into your chest or rolling over to your favorite side. And in your own time, gently making your way up to a seated position. We'll meet with our eyes closed or gaze softened. On your inhale, take your hands up over your head. And exhale to bring them down to your heart space. Let's take 3 breaths before we end practice today. Taking an inhale in through your nose. Open your mouth, sighing it out. Big inhale. Don't be shy, let it out. One more big inhale. And sighing out. Allow your head to bow to your fingertips. Thank you so much for choosing to flow with me today and moving with intuitive moves. Namaste. Thank you so much for choosing to flow with me and intuitive moves. If you enjoyed this class, I would appreciate it so much if you subscribe to this channel, gave me a thumbs up, and let me know any comments, any feedback, any requests down below. And I'll see you next time on the mat.